This live stream is sponsored by PSL, Sound, Light and Stage.
Kia ora and welcome to Sanders Park, where it's crunch time in the CMK Chartered Accountants Premier Competition. Number 2 plays number 3, Tukapa up against Stratford Eltham in this match. They've had 2 matches so far this season, with Tukapa losing the first one by 6 points and taking the second one losing the first one by 3 points and winning the second by 6. So nothing between these two sides here in what should be a pretty crunch match Obviously that backdrop, lovely backdrop of Mount Taranaki here from Sanders Park. Alongside me, Joe Burnett, in for a cracking game here today, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely excited. As the wind is pushing past that mountain straight on to us, really, from the south side. But not a bad day. A bluebird.
Yeah, pretty clear skies, no clouds about. A little bit of a brisk wind coming across the ground, subtly as you say, Joe, but pretty good conditions all in all for running rugby.
Offshore at the beach, really.
Offshore, yeah.
Good surf.
Yep, should be some good surf out on the coast. So we look at the last 3 games for these two sides. Tukapa obviously started the season with a bit of a rocky 3 losses, but since then they've gone 9 on the bounce. And some good wins in their last 3 matches, 66-7 against Spotswood, a 30-odd point win against Clifton, and that tight 18-12 match against today's opponents, Stratford Eltham. Stratford Eltham, on the other hand, they've had wins against Clifton and Spotswood, and that tight one against Tukapa, so we expect another close one here today. As Joe takes us through the points table.
Points and numbers, and Coastal at the top, well, equal with Tukapa, and Stratford Eltham not very far away. So a bit of flick of switches for this table, and obviously Southern tucking in with their game against Coastal today.
Yeah, so the 2 semi-finals, Coastal against Stratford, against Southern down in Rahudu, and Tukapa against Stratford Eltham here. You could put a blanket over all those 4 teams. There's nothing between them really, between those top 4 all season. So it's probably the most open the competition's been in quite a while. All these teams obviously vying for that final next week, and should be some really close games, I expect. As we move on to the team list now, Joe, to run us through the Tukapa side for today's match.
And we'll start from the bottom. Nathaniel Peters. He's a power blaster, a water blaster type runner. And Chris Jollins recently conceived his child, and Martin Galapau at 7. Josh Keach, and he links back with Corbin Porteous, the mutual relationships, brothers of mutual relationships. They'll be there. Scott Mello, Luke Davitsky, and Patrick Howard. Roman Famasuli, he's back in the starting role, and Mason Porteous, the pivoting man who's been doing a good job linking with Henry Miles, who's co-captain as well. And Jack Gilmore is a sort of a young Henry Miles in some way as well, and he's very good to be there. Luke Taplin, never been better since his Pink concert. And Waia Whara, he's shifty player. Jacob Radamuki Nepkins, he's back from doing some other rugby. I'm not sure. Could confirm what he's been doing, but anyway. Olive Liam Ewan, he's back from injury. He's a strong ball carrier, and the multi-talented chef gardener Brendan Dent, he'll make an impact, a dent. Alex Perry, he's there. Josh Hopkins, he's good too. And Campbell Woodmass, what a man to bring on. He's had some experience. And Thomas Stokes, Lagan Kumaroa, he's a veteran.
As we move on to the Stratford Eltham lineup for today, of course the Thunder, the 2 clubs merged back in 2017. In the front row, Daniel Bishop will bring plenty of experience, over 150 games for Stratford. And it's 2 members of Neil Barnes' Taranaki wider squad, Harry Hansen and Marika Parker, alongside him in the front row. Samisi Balanaisai in the locking department alongside the experienced Matthew Kissick. And it's an explosive back 3, Scott Dury, the co-captain, in his 50th match for Stratford Eltham, of course a Taranaki cap player, as is the hard-running Himopo Cunningham and the hard-working Dale Bailey, who's played over 50 games as well for Stratford Eltham. Moving on to the back line, Leone Nawai will look to spark things from halfback alongside Obey Samate, also in that wider squad for Taranaki. It's the co-captain Nathan Clough in the number 12 jersey, his favourite player Conrad Smith, so he'll be looking to emulate him today, and Rocky Olsen alongside him outside of Whangarei boys. And it's again an explosive back 3, Brendan Coop, who managed 6 tries last season in 1 Premier match, quite the effort. call it the Mark Ellis, I suppose, after his efforts against Japan a few years back. And Adam Lennox, the competition's leading try scorer, with 12 at fullback. And, of course, the experienced Veneriki Tikoi Solomoni, having played 25 caps for Taranaki. Moving on to the bench, Trent Kelson, Aaron Tosland, Henry Marchant, William Butler, Zahn Collins, Blake Christie and Chase Bailey will look to bring some impact later on in the match. So it's all set. Crunch time here, of course. Knockout footy doesn't get much better, Joe.
Oh, absolutely. Another game going on as well. That'll be interesting to see. And first game these two teams played, it was David Goliath, Stratford taking it out. And then the next round, David Goliath, Tukapa with the Goliath. Today I feel like we've got two Goliaths.
Yeah, nothing between these two sides. I don't know who you'd be picking, what the odds would be at the TAB. Both these teams in very strong form. Stratford Eltham having won 9 of their 12 matches. Same with Tukapa. So
is that covering up our bias? We are Tukapa.
Well, yeah, I mean it's pretty even. Could go either way. Can't really pick this one, to be honest. I can't split the two sides.
Especially the ref. Who's his? Who have we got today?
I'm not too sure who's covering us today, Joe.
Warwick Lemert. See, he's probably not biased to Tukapa. He's definitely probably wants Stratford to win, but no, I can't confirm that or deny it. Or I'm just going to stop talking. But New Plymouth Hospital looking great in the background there. There's another great project that's happening around the region.
Yeah, so both these sides featuring prominently in Neil Barnes's Taranaki wider squads. 10 players from the Stratford Eltham Funder featuring in that squad, and 6 from the Tukapa side. So very prominent in that squad. The initial wider squad named by Neil Barnes, of course, reflecting strong club performances. I'm particularly looking forward to the battle between Nathan Clough and Henry Miles in the number 12 jumpers respectively. Both co-captains, both very dependable hard runners of the ball and good defensively, so it should be a cracking contest, I feel.
Two very satisfactory players who are very good in their roles.
Yeah, both sort of have been on the cusp of representative stuff. Henry Miles having played a little bit of sevens for Taranaki and Nathan Clough sevens for Canterbury. So both very experienced players.
Trusty and reliable.
And proud club men. They'll be looking to get the one up on each other today.
Yeah.
As we see there, that man, Nathan Clough, co-captain, leading Stratford Eltham Funder out onto the park with his fellow co-captain Scott Dury playing his 50th match today for the Stratford Eltham Funder. Of course, merged back in 2017, and they've gone from strength to strength since that merger between Stratford and Eltham. Between them, a record 24 Taranaki Premier titles, 6 of which happened in the 1960s when they were coached by Don Carlson. Their last title, however, was back in 1991 when that was for Eltham, and in 1971 for Stratford.
Is that right? They haven't won since then?
Correct, yep. So it's been a 30-odd year drought, which they'll be looking to break, and they've got the team that's capable of doing it. Look out for Adam Lennox at the back in the 15 jumper. Plenty of speed to burn. Out of Wanganui Collegiate.
He sort of reminds me of like a Cam Roygard sort of player.
Yep, Cam Roygard, Billy Slater, explosive.
Can pass the ball, hopefully.
Competition leading 12 tries for him.
And see here, they're just making them wait. Maybe a tactic, just bit of jitters. Or maybe waiting for someone who's probably relieving themselves from a few nerves before the game. That was always me, Sammy.
You're the last one out, were you,
just
Joe?
a wee before you go out, just to settle the nerves before your game, and then you're into it as soon as the ball was off.
There's Tukapa then, led out by co-captains Chris Jollins and Henry Miles. Of course, after those first 3 losses, they've had a perfect sequence, 9 on the bounce. They'll be looking to continue that here as we come into semi-final footy. It's an experienced lineup. 3 players, Centurions of the club. So plenty of experience and some good youth mixed amongst that. The likes of Patrick Howlett, Jack Gilmore in their first couple of seasons in the Prems. Wata Whatawhata, he's been explosive in the number 14 jumper out of Matamata College. And some good bench coverage as well between Olivier Lam-Ewan, Brendan Dent, Alex Perry, Josh Hopkins, Campbell Woodmass, Stokes and Kumi Roa. So someone's forgot to bring the ball by the looks.
Someone's probably still trying to put the Vaseline on it.
At least it's not like cricket where they have to put it through the little cup each way just to check that it's the right size. I hope that we've got the right regulation football for today's match.
Hope it's got the right PSI in it.
As Obey Samate will kick us off, and it's showtime here at Sanders Park. A nice high kick taken there by Josh Keach. The 195 centimetre lock. Lapo carts it up and makes good ground. As Famasuli clears for Mason Porteous, who finds touch just on the 40 metre mark. So a good early exit there from Tukapa.
Here's up, keep that half a metre the whole game, mate. You boys are key for me today, okay?
Harry Hansen then to feed to this first line out. The man from Otago, and they go down the back and he finds his man nicely. Some good ball off the top, and off goes Nathan Clough. As Nawai finds Dale Bailey. Stratford look to keep it tight in their forwards. Well renowned for their forward play. There's that man, Harry Hansen. Daniel Bishop carting it up. Shades of the Stratford man, Mark Bullellen.
Holy shit, that was loud. Can we turn that down? Oh, yeah. Warwick Lemert surely has got a lot of lungs for that whistle. That was impressive. Hopefully you're turning that down. Is it? No,
I
that's...
don't want him coming in with any hip drops, okay? You can't come in the side like that and take his knee out. All right? Have a word to him.
So just the early warning there that you would have heard from referee Warwick Lemert on the hip drop. Coming from Marika Parker, the man out of Timaru.
A hip drop.
Of course, we saw...
Sounds like a dance move.
Yeah, of course, it's one of those areas that refs are hot on. We saw in the final last year, Shannon Frizzell, World Cup final, taking an early break.
Sort of
The hip drop, but we've seen Nathaniel Peters down there by the looks.
hip drop, and you know, a movie that sort of made dancing cool was Step Up. Channing Tatum, almost a hip drop sort of a style that he's used there. Nathaniel Peters, I've seen him sort of just continue to play on with niggles, and fortunately it's been him for a couple of weeks, but hopefully he's alright.
Yeah, it looks like a nasty one.
Right, what are we up to?
You know, when it's a bit cold and
Would be a big loss for Tukapa in the second minute. Nathaniel Peters has been one of the form players for them so far. Of course, missing Brad Kerman, the Southland speed merchant, with an injury to his jaw. And also Liam Burnett's out this week after copping an injury last week. So a couple of experienced members lost to the Tukapa side through injury, but they'll be looking to call on their depth to replace replace those losses as Porteous doesn't find touch.
Hands. Yeah.
Big bark from Miles.
There's Bishop there. He's looking to offload from inside his own 22. Stratford showing some enterprise. As it finds its way down to Jacob Ratamai-Tavuki-Neepkins, of course, of a strong season for the Highlanders in Super Rugby. His opposite, Adam Lennox.
He'll be used to playing in a lunchbox.
Yeah, you're all good.
As Lennox then returns serve. So we'll get a good view of this one straight down the barrel.
Be interesting. Who's going to get up here across?
Just goes down the back. Hansen collects it.
Nah, strip's good. Let it come. Let it come. 7.
Tukapa have managed to turn over though.
Oh. Bit of bulldog guard work in that. Over the ruck.
We've got a ruck. Then we've got hands.
And I just like how he's clearly announced that. We've got a ruck
No,
and we
he
have
was fine.
hands in it. And that's all we need to know.
Yeah. He strips it. Then it's your guy on the
Yep,
way.
some good communication there from referee Warwick Lemur.
Obviously a man who's had quite a few games himself in the rugby circles.
Yeah, good to see players coming back and giving back in the form of refereeing. Of course, they've been there, done that, and they've seen it all, and giving back to the game. So
Well,
great.
not necessarily. Like, they enjoy it as well, don't they?
Oh, of course, but you know, good to see them
Giving back.
Giving back. As Dravitsky then, of course, a late change for Liam Burnett, who picked up an injury last week. Hasn't recovered, but he's just gone down the back again.
I thought shit, Liam's grown a little bit.
Both quite small hookers. Tukapa seems to be the mould for the hooking role. That short, small, and Lennox with plenty of pace on the outside. Adam Lennox. And he's down the sideline, but well taken there.
Chalk in sight. Head men inside him. It's looking promising.
So we've seen already just how dangerous the custodian for Stratford Eltham, Adam Lennox, can be. Of course, 12 tries already in the CMK Chartered Accountants Premier competition. He's probably the most dangerous man going around.
Stay back.
As Famasuli finds Lapo.
Strong and punchy.
Porteous finds touch. Probably not quite the meterage he would have hoped for, though.
Leave it, boys. Leave it. Hey, let's go. Stay there, Blue. Blue. Stay there. Stay there. Don't.
So Stratford Eltham then on attack. Hansen goes down the back again. Finds his man and they go to the maul.
Six good. Now release. Let it come.
Tukapa managed to sack it though. And Nawai finds Clough. Hard running second 5.
Wee.
Stratford Eltham getting some good go forward here. That man,
Tackle release.
Barry Nice Eye.
Strip's good. Strip's
Stratford
good.
Eltham, they are wearing red and black and white. Tukapa in blue and white.
Tukapa managing to turn that one
Everyone in
over.
front, hold.
Rasimai
Hold.
Tavuki
Yeah, you're right now, you're right now.
putting boot to ball. And he's made a pretty good clearance there, up and over the halfway mark.
Just the breast of the... Is that 50? Beautiful, beautiful marking. Beautiful marking. Whoever's hands or sleight of hand to mark those out.
Stay two.
Darren Jones. I believe they're still wet, so players have been told not to
Advantage. Knock on.
try and avoid them at all costs. Otherwise, yeah, it's part of it.
Advantage over.
It's just a bit messy there. Advantage over, and it's a 50-22.
52.
So Samate coming up with the key play. 50-22 into the Tukapa territory down in the chairman's corner.
50-22. Play on.
Stratford Eltham, they go for the quick one to that man Bishop.
Good connection between the front rowers. Pass to me, I'm free, thank you very much. Stratford looking to build some key momentum early.
As they're keeping it tight in the forwards, putting phases together inside the Tukapa danger zone.
Oh,
Bailey brushes off the first. As Samate
Knock on.
just lost forward there by Clough.
Side.
There's Corbin Porteous. Of course, he's been a big influence
Advantage is over.
on Tukapa this year, coming back from injury. As Brendan Coop finds the explosive Whenariki Tikoi Solomoni. Of course, scored that famous try for Taranaki at Pukakura Park in the dying minutes against Bay of Plenty. Full field try. It's a good probing kick behind, but Famasuli regathers it.
Everyone hold in front. Yeah.
and I will confirm that the team that loses today will not play with next week. There's not a third place in this competition. Now,
Stay there, Blue. Yeah. Stay there, Blue.
as exciting that is,
Go 2
I'm
metres.
pretty
2
keen
metres.
to dance my ass off this afternoon. So, whatever happens today, just in general,
Options.
Sammy, sometimes it's just good to just dance your ass
Scrum.
off.
Yeah, that's one. You got to enjoy yourself, Joe.
Straight.
Got to enjoy yourself. Let the hair
Right foot
down.
Scrum, eh? Remember what we spoke about? Break foot on, okay?
So we've just got a pause and play. So we'll go over some of the other results
balance here.
involving two
Let's go,
copper
boys.
teams today. So
Get your boots
two
if you
copper
want.
Div 2
Let's bring
winning
our height up,
38-5 over Okaiawa. So they'll be heading into finals time next week.
Bring our height up.
In Division 1, Old Boys getting up by 1 point, 29-28 against two copper. And in the Colts game, we had a cracker between these two very teams, Stratford Eltham and two copper.
Bang!
25 each, so we went to Golden Point, and we understand that two copper have come through 30-25 victors in that match, so they'll be going through to the finals next week also.
No blaming.
Great to see all four teams from the clubs
Get it right now.
from two copper in the semis. Would have been a while since that's been the case, I suspect, so awesome efforts all round.
Okay? I don't want to do this all day. Let's go. Here's our mark. Left side. Leave him. Let's go.
Good to see quite a lot of players keen. You know, it's good.
Crouch!
The club pyramid, you know, it's good to have that top block in the pyramid good, but you need a good base to the pyramid to make the
Sit!
top of the pyramid good,
Put up! Stay up!
as the Egyptians might have said.
As Jollins then,
Outside,
the co-captain,
outside.
goes off the back, takes it outside the 22,
Hey! Hold in front.
and Porteous with that ever reliable boot finds his opposite Obey Samate. He finds a bit of space down this near side. Whenariki Tikoi Solomoni taken by his opposite Luke Taplin. Of course, it's not only two copper that's had a pretty strong performances across the club this year. Stratford Eltham also featuring
Advantage.
across a number of semi-finals as well. So great to see both these proud clubs performing so strongly across the grades. Stratford Eltham, of course, in this semi-final, the Colts semi-final,
Yeah,
and the Bees as well.
Yeah.
So
Here's our mark. Oi, way better scrum.
Yeah, and so was
Wait
it,
a minute,
yeah,
that's
two
fine.
copper Colts getting over Stratford this afternoon?
That scrum.
correct, yep, and Golden Point extra time.
Oh, wow. That's exciting for them.
Second scrum of the afternoon. We've got Howlett, Dravitsky and Mello up against Bishop, Hanson and Parker.
Sit! Stay up! Up! What is that? Right?
As Famasuli finds Miles. Now look to use a bit of space, and Rastamai Tavuki Neepkins can't quite find Wata Whara. But they keep the ball alive.
Punish.
Porteous there, just might have locked up a bit early. He's just lost that one forward, giving Stratford Eltham an attacking scrum inside the Tukapa 22.
Really happy with that, eh? Really happy. Same you boys? Really happy with that. Can we keep that?
Good support from Lemert.
Here's our mark. Left side. Go left side. Here's our mark. Yeah.
Obviously,
Crouch! Bind!
So options both ways for Leone Nawai.
Sit! Yeah, use it now. Use it now.
And they go the short side. That man Lennox with the offload, but it goes over the sideline. So Tukapa defence resolute there.
No, good.
what does resolute mean?
Strong.
Oh, okay.
Stay two, stay.
Because resolution is quality.
Stay two.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Dravitsky then, the piano man, as they call him.
And he can throw a dart, which is... He can pull a tit, throw a dart. What else can he do? I bet he can turn a steering wheel.
As Nawai finds Cunningham, who's almost paused for a moment there and then got back into action. Bishop. It's a strong tackle there by Gilmore, likened to a young Henry Miles. Tikoi Solomoni adds plenty of impetus in the 14 jersey. So Stratford Eltham having the better of the early territory. As Nawai goes out the back to Samate. Wriggles out of the Miles tackle.
Tukapa just doing really well to scramble and D here and just combat this relentless barrage from Stratford Eltham Thunder. And on an inside ball, what a cheeky ball to Scott Jury.
So Stratford Eltham inching their way towards the Tukapa line.
Snake half step.
Nawai orchestrating things from halfback. There's a bit of space out here for Tikoi Solomoni.
Oh, whoa, what a show and go. Gliding through, and he just deceived both players, and he's in the gap.
So it was well worked, plenty of phases in the build-up, and then they went to their speedster, Vinariki Tikoi Solomoni, and he got on the outside, and there's no catching him from there, dotting down in the chairman's corner. Stratford Eltham Thunder take the early lead.
Yeah, I seen him right up.
And that's 5 points for a try for Stratford Eltham.
Good spotting.
So we see there Stratford Eltham having the better of possession, approximately 60-40. Cheers to Dog Doherty for providing us with that.
I believe Dog would be pretty good at pie graphs. amongst your many hobbies, I bet. He's not a person to toot his own horn, that's for sure.
What was your chosen chart, Joey? Were you a scattergraph or a bar chart? Box and whiskers? So Samate then adds the extras from the sideline, and Stratford Eltham take the early lead 18 minutes in here at Sanders Park in the semi-final match.
I was more of a charts of, like 3 cars and 4 cats and...
Oh, the pictogram.
Pictogram, yes. No, the numbers really didn't work for me, so I just sort of kept with the pictures. And it's sort of seemed to work.
So Porteous then.
What's your favourite graph, Sammy?
I'm a big fan of the old scatter chart myself, Joe.
The dots. Yeah.
As Lennox then finds a bit of space, and he'll certainly run the ball from the back, all the Stratford Eltham custodian, but the ball's been left at the back, and Mairanga Lapo picks it up like a thief in the night.
Don't leave your balls at the back. They will get stolen.
And Tukapa probably enjoying their best bit of possession so far in the match. Stratford Eltham having had the best of both territory and possession statistics so far.
I mean, it is quite physical to defend for quite a period of time, and it really does take out a lot out of a team.
And in fact, it is their first foray into the Stratford Eltham 22. So Dravitsky will be looking to find his man here. And does so, but well competed by Stratford, putting 2 men up at line-out time. There's Alex Perry, of course, he formerly played for Stratford. The Tukapa lock, so he'll be looking to get one up over his old mates today.
Your guys throwing.
Famasuli with crisp distribution off the back, and Jack Gilmore into contact. There's Tukapa putting together some phases.
You missed your first crack. No, 9. Yeah, play on, he's lifted it.
It's always dangerous to go on for seconds. Scott Mallow keeps it tight, the former New Zealand under-20 representative.
Isolated as he says. Haven't heard that word in a few years.
Release now.
As Famasuli, they go at the back. Miles gets a nice little offload away.
Just an absolute swarm, a hive swarm from Stratford. They're just all over. Keen as mustard.
Yep, very effective coming up and in quickly. That rush defence. Tukapa have found a little bit of space on the near side, but that's snuffed out.
Vanish, knock on.
So, as you say, Joe, resolute Stratford Eltham Thunder defence there.
Here's back. Left side. Let's go, boy.
And actually, a fun fact is that the halfback has to feed the ball into the left-hand side, which hopefully he might do today. Left-hand side of his own side of his team, so that the ball is closer to the hooker, I think.
Sit.
So Nawai then feeds it in at scrum time, but we'll have a reset.
And back to the. We do scrum the first. Go hide up. Square hips.
Good direct communication coming in there from Warwick Lemert.
I had a mate who he just had a brain kerfuffle and he fed into the wrong team's side. He took that one on the chin and he said, you know what, that's a mistake. And you never know, the brain kerfuffles can happen every now and then, but he took that one on the chin.
A reverse tight head.
Yes. So the props took a lot of kudos from that, but actually...
As Stratford Eltham changed direction, Clough, nice ball out the back. As Samate coming and wrapping around the number 10, but he's lost it forward, so a couple of handling errors from both sides early in this match, snuffing out attacking opportunities.
Was that Abo Samante of the last? He's like a Tesla Model 3 off the mark. And they don't have gears, but he's got more in the gas tank, battery tank. Sure does, Abo Samante.
Yep, recognised by Neil Barnes in that Taranaki wider squad for his form in the club competition. Obe Samate out of De La Salle College, of course. The annual inter-school match against Francis Douglas, so he probably came up against a few of these boys here today, given the Francis Douglas representation. As Famasuli finds Wada Fada, and Porteous goes wide to Jacob Radamaitavuki Neepkins. Jinking back on the inside.
John Kerwin went to De La Salle. Just a little fun fact.
And a nice long ball by Gilmore. Finds Luke Taplin. They try and bundle him out, but he does a good job tucking those legs in. Almost like the airline brace position there from Luke Taplin to stay inside.
A bundle of sticks.
As Wata Fada, he's made a habit of making tackle breaks. Has the Tukapa right winger. As Porteous goes out the back, Henry Miles running the tram lines is Mairanga Lapo, and he loops up nicely with Jack Gilmore in his first season with Tukapa. He's been a strong performer. As Porteous finds his loose head prop Howlett. And Corbin Porteous straightens things up. As Ratamaitavuki Neepkins is well taken there by Tikoi Solomoni. Alex Perry looking to inject a bit of aggression.
Drop that thing.
Nice little ball at the back.
Oh. Too fast. Too strong. It's alright, you know, like trying to put the bread in the oven. There's a baker. You don't really want to put it on the floor because it will get contaminated. It's probably not relevant, but both teams look keen, and they are sort of they want this. Both, I guess they'd both want to win. That's what they want to do, but they want to win it at the same amount, so they're just wanting to win it, which is exciting. And nothing gets me more exciting than two teams that want to beat each other.
You lost me there, Joe.
And I can't wait.
Use it now!
Well, tonight's game is another game where two teams want to beat each other, Sammy.
Yeah, Lennox looking to use a bit of space. Finding his Taranaki teammate Tikoi Solomoni.
Stay.
So good conditions, both teams looking to run the ball. Give it plenty of air.
No, it's not out.
There's Nawai. He's dangerous around the fringes is Leone Nawai, having represented the Fijian Drua and Fiji under 20.
Is that right? Impressive.
The ball pops up. Parker does a good job and links up nicely with the veteran Matthew Kissick. Stratford Eltham building phases, working their way up the park, and Nawai goes to the box kick. Back waiting is Ratamai Tavuki Neepkins, who beats the first. Any bit of space there for Jacob Ratamai Tavuki Neepkins, and he'll take it.
Jacob Ratamai Neepkins, a man who's honed his hooves, earned his stripes in this jersey to go on to higher achievements, and he's back playing for a side.
Hold there, hold. Yeah, you're right now, it's out. Yeah.
So Olsen makes a pretty good clearance kick there.
It's like a head down Martin Guptill sort of eyes on the ball, and he knows where that thing is going.
Yep, certainly didn't lift the head early on that kick. Kept it down, followed through.
Stay there, Red.
And the execution
Stay
was
there,
perfect.
Oi.
81 points this season for Rocky Olsen, 4th in the competition for the Stratford Eltham centre.
That's runs.
Hold here. Hold in front. Hold.
Mason Porteous, another man up there on the competition point scoring leader board with 104 in 3rd position.
Hold in front.
The two respective kickers
Hold.
for their sides.
Yeah, you're right now.
And
Playing a bit of kick tennis.
That's right. Oh, what is challenging is the wind and any high bombs, and that sort of attacked it. Putting a bit of pressure, bit of force back.
There's Tukapa now through Keach. And Mallow spots a little gap around the ruck, but it closes quickly. And Ratamai Tavuki Neepkins puts the kick in, but it might have a bit too much juice.
Oh, he's that good. Shit, he's good. That is impressive from Ratamai Neepkins.
Precision.
If not meters, but millimeters. Very impressive. Oh,
Make sure they're all behind you. Those are all in front of the kicker.
gosh, it's good rugby.
Obviously did a lot of training here in his younger days, so knows every blade of grass at Sanders Park. So coming up,
I believe it's a 100-metre field, but width does vary apparently.
so coming up to the half-hour mark, Stratford Eltham leading with that solitary try and conversion, 7-0. It's a bounce of the ball, and it's kind to Whata. Well, it was one of those moments, the bounce of the rugby ball, as they say, and it was kind there to Whata. And he scores Tukapa's opening try right on the half-hour mark.
You're showing off now, Wyatt Whata. Stop being silly, that's impressive. Boomfa. And that'll put Tukapa in this game, I think. Now the exhibitionist, Mason Porteous, the Bahrainian.
Yeah. You can come in the post if you want. Scored right on the post, yeah.
So he'll look to level things up on the half-hour mark.
You know, you'd think you'd be pretty cool in primary school when you're lining up a kick from halfway, knocking those over. And then you go to a high school and you realise actually that's actually 25 metres and you can't actually hit it from 50 metres out.
As the field gets larger, yes, yeah. It's a trick for young players, that one.
Well, I've actually, in one of my games, we were playing lateral, and a young bloke thought he could score the try under the posts.
7.
He got it underneath the post. Like, this is not bad. He's not getting taught the wrong thing here.
More like 8.
He's just watched all the rugby. He's just gone to score a try.
Just middle set.
The old nippers.
You just got to celebrate that and say, hey, kid, you've done well.
Award the try.
Yeah.
Try given.
Player of the day.
So Samate then gets us back underway. It's a short kickoff with some good loft. And well contested there.
Knock on in the air.
Again, we're just seeing the bounce of the ball. Very unpredictable, of course.
Mm.
So Tukapa then, a somewhat fortuitous try.
Let's go, Tukapa.
As we are equalised here.
Crouch!
Tukapa.
Bang!
Stratford pushing here past the 22.
Hold our weight, boys.
An exit is available.
Start waiting for you boys to get in. Locks.
Who
Just go a bit quicker.
the strong Henry Miles might be in for a short ball. But Mason Porteous is there.
Crouch!
Stratford have a good scrum.
Bang!
Can they counter this push?
Sit!
And 8 and a hoover.
Use it.
Not a lot in it at scrum time. There's that man Miles. Eking out some
Counter
metres.
ruck's good. Counter ruck's good.
Stratford being very physical at breakdown time.
No hands.
And they may have turned it over. In fact, they have.
Release.
So they'll be looking to counter-attack off the back of this turnover. Olsen switches direction.
Oh,
There's Bailey, the 50-game veteran. Off goes Bishop, LR Mark Ball Allen. Harry Hansen puts his head down. Stratford Eltham hot on attack here. Nawai, and they go for the long ball.
oh.
And they find Lennox, the competition's leading try scorer, who scores his 13th for the season.
Too bad, he's on an unlucky number.
Just that, 6.
Nah, just Stratford stretching the Tukapa defence, and just like a rubber band, when you stretch too much, it snaps. And that's what they've sort of done. Driving past the Glockenspiel recently, Sam, and it's just been painted.
Is
the
it?
The bottom
New
half.
paint job.
Mm.
All good, citizen.
Did it look good?
Yes, yeah, from where I was.
All good. Happy.
I've got a fun fact for you. 67 streets in Stratford
67.
named after Shakespearean characters.
Ah. So Romeo Street
I
and
guess he'd
Juliet
feature somewhere in there.
Street, Macbeth.
Good Shakespearean knowledge, Joey.
It's probably the poor.
So Samate then looking to add the extras.
Brilliant sort of Shakespeare pop-up a couple of years ago in Auckland, where they actually bought the scaffolding to Auckland, and they built a shape, they built in a circle, an oval, and these levels, and it's quite a cool thing that William Shakespeare did.
So Stratford Eltham then scoring just 5 minutes before half time in that crucial window either side of the half time break.
Backwards, lost backwards. Tukapa ball. Yep.
So Tukapa then will get the feed to the line out.
Oh,
Triffidsky
beautiful throw.
finds his man. Farmasuli finds Alex Perry. And Lapo goes out the back to Neatkins. It's a good little kick. But Captain Clough is back there to clean up.
Just there. Carry back.
Sharp eyes from Warwick Lemert. The ball has been carried back, so Tukapa will get the ball now. And the attacking prowess. Some absolute statues out wide.
Tukapa then with an attacking scrum. So we've got Collins at number 8 with that injury taking place to Peters early in the match. And Famasuli, he finds Porteous. Just lost forward there by Gilmore. So a bit of reprieve for Stratford Eltham.
No, they stopped. Hey, come straight.
We've got an update in the other semi-final.
Mark's here.
Coastal leading Southern 17-10. So converted try ahead down at Rahudu for the men in green and white. So we've got 2 tight semi-finals on our hands.
Bind! Sit!
Savali's whipping away down the coast.
Use it.
And
Use
Rahutu
it.
to main.
There's Lennox. Gets a pretty good connection, all things considered, as he slipped over while making
One
that kick.
foot, really.
There's Neatkins as well, taken there by Dale Bailey, the hard-working number 7. As Porteous links up with his brother. And he busts through a couple of tackles, taken in the end. As Keach goes out the back, and it's a nice little basketball pass there from Mason Porteous. Man, what a futta. The first try scorer, making some inroads. So they go back to the middle of the park.
Oh, Pine Tree Meat-esque. Beautiful.
Backwards!
Oh, look at that from... Oh. Gosh, he looked so good on that kick there, Taplin, but that was after the whistle. And we'll go back to the mark here. High tackle. Abreast of his nipples. That's the rules, isn't it?
Yeah. Taplin showing his soccer skills down the left-hand side. Of course, we've got the Euro 2024 on at the moment. So I think France getting up in penalties this morning against Portugal.
Ooh.
We've got England on tomorrow, so we'll see whether it's coming home.
Football's coming home. Shout out to Sean Mascara. He'll be wanting his team to play well in the Euros.
Up against Switzerland tomorrow for all those footballers out there.
You don't have that much faith in your team that you've betted quite a lot of money, so...
But back to the rugby now. Travitsky.
Who's your team, Sam? Sorry.
Switzerland, actually. Having a bit of Swiss heritage. So I'll be hoping it's not coming home tomorrow.
Me too. Oh, that's quite nice. It's nice to be sitting next to you.
As Tukapa then go to the rolling maul, and they're making good progress here on the brink of half-time. They'll be looking to go in even at the half-time oranges. Eventually sacked there, and the ball is coming clean. As Famasuli finds Porteous and Ratamaitaluki Neepkins. So Tukapa then wanting to score as we head into that half-time break. Tikoi Solomoni over the ball.
Oh, he's still got it. Play. He's pulled
And
it
he's
back.
managed to steal
He
it.
has done some magician work.
Oi, don't come at me like that. He's got it.
Oh, good.
So-
Warwick Lemert just saying, what he needs to say. A good first half here, Sam.
Yep. So nothing between the two sides. Stratford Eltham leading 12-7. Courtesy of tries to Tikoi Solomoni and Lennox. There's speedsters in the back line. And Tukapa with a try to Wata Fata. So Stratford Eltham then leading 12-7 at the half-time break here at Sanders Park. We'll join you again shortly for second half action.
Surely we'll join you again.
So back live here at Sanders Park. The visitors, Stratford Eltham, leading Tukapa 12-7. So we'll take a quick look at the first half stats.
Quickie.
With Stratford Eltham having the better of possession and territory fairly even. Certainly was a game of two halves in terms of the territory piece. Stratford Eltham having the better of the first half, and Tukapa getting some ascendancy in terms of territory in the second part of the half. No penalties conceded by Tukapa, which is quite interesting, and only 4 in total. So both sides showing good discipline.
Scoreboard pressure is what they will want leading into the last 10 minutes of this game, because there's going to be a lot of mothers out there and parents who are going to be quite nervous. Think of them players. Anyway, shout out to Helen and Paul Burnett here down in Dunedin with Danny and Margaret and Brendan and Denise. Shout out. If you're probably not watching. Anyway.
So Porteous then goes deep, and Lapo makes the tackle.
Martin Lapau is a man who would make a crunching tackle on someone
Scotty, careful there.
and just say, hey, oh, sorry, mate, I've just absolutely destroyed you.
Let me just hold. Hey, 9.
Michael
Don't yell
Jones-esque.
numbers or anything.
He would.
Great Michael Jones.
Just be quiet.
Very much out of that.
It's a Sunday.
Do I feel it?
Well, that's...
So Dravitsky then finds Porteous. And a bit of space out here for Ratamai Tavuki Neepkins. Puts the kick in for Whara. And he's lining up his second.
Oh,
Pretty acrobatic effort. Flicking it back in from the boundary.
Simone Biles-esque.
But foot in touch.
I'm so excited for Simone Biles to be back
Like that at the
in the Olympics this year.
Let's go,
Anyway,
Stratford.
Only just the touch judge right there to see it. So,
points for just how graceful that was.
yeah, plenty of style there. So Stratford then looking to exit. Samate puts boot to ball, and it's a pretty good clearance given where he was.
Go back now to this. Yes, all right. Stay 2.
So Dravitsky then goes to the back.
Oh, pill.
And it's a
Yep.
nice throw that finds Porteous, who decides to run. Miles goes out the back. Just lost forward there by Tukapa. Great crowd in attendance here today at Sanders Park. Sidelines overflowing.
Whether
Half
there's
time,
some
I do.
spiteful fans from other teams who didn't make it
Cursing out the
during
lining from
last
back
week,
on.
they'll be
Same
having
as first half. Let's get this up.
the team that they want to support. Good crowd out, Sammy.
9.
Good to see plenty of support for the CMK Chartered Accountants Premier Competition.
Bang!
Out there supporting their clubs, supporting club rugby, grassroots rugby. That's where it all starts.
Hey, too much movement. Our gap's way too tight, eh? Way too tight. Let's get our gap good. Let's go. Let's get our gap.
So the two front rows just having a chat over the garden fence. We've got Mallow, Dravitsky and Howlett coming up against Bishop,
Bang!
Hanson and Parker.
Sit!
They go the short side. Tikoi Solomoni beats the first. He's got plenty of space. Has Tikoi Solomoni. Shows and goes. And they won't catch him. Venariki Tikoi Solomoni with his second try of the day.
I reckon I was going to overtake
4
him.
minutes into the second stanza.
To be fair, that's pretty terrific. He has run straight and then run to the side. And he is... Oh,
Okay.
I'll sell you. I'll sell you that one.
Cheers, Titters.
And he's done something for his team, which is some scoreboard board pressure.
Anywhere in line with me, mate.
Yeah, piece of absolute individual brilliance there from Venariki Tikoi Solomoni. The 25 matches he's played for Taranaki. He's got a knack of scoring those long-range tries. He's shown it on the biggest level, and today he's shown it in one of the biggest games of club rugby this year in Taranaki. Speed to burn. It's a pretty explosive back three there for Stratford Eltham. There's Samate. Just pushes it wide. So Stratford Eltham then take the lead, 17-7. Scoring 2 tries either side of the break. Such a critical part of the match, either side of the orange, and their halftime oranges, Joe. Porteous then gets us back underway. It's a good hit there by Mairanga Lapo. Jury, good leg drive there and well supported.
He's got hiking legs. Definitely done some backcountry pig scouting or pig hunting, pig stalking.
Release that.
Scott Jury. So, not afraid of a ball, not afraid of an oncoming defender.
No hands down, oi!
There's a very orderly exit there from Stratford Eltham, and they put up a pretty well judged kick. Neepkins does well to stay in. He's taken by Tikoi Solomoni. There's Alex Perry.
Hey. Strip was good and then you played it. Play!
So Porteous takes it quick. The lock showing a bit of ingenuity. He's a smart rugby player, is Corbin Porteous. There's Miles. Finds Ratamai Tavuki Neepkins, who's in a bit of space. Jacob Ratamai Tavuki Neepkins. He finds Wada Fata. And it's Jollins back inside to Famasuli. But Adam Lennox, well, he scored a try and he saved one there, has Adam Lennox.
Let's go line.
Well, in fact, it's Nathan Clough, the co-captain. Great bit of defensive work there by Stratford's co-captain. Getting underneath Roman Famasuli there.
Make sure he runs behind. He runs behind.
Saving tries are as valuable as scoring them, Joe.
Quote from Sonny Bill Williams in an interview, he would rather save a try than score a try, which I think is, well, maybe right, but.
So it's a shortish dropout. Mairanga Lapo returning serve with plenty of interest, and Keach looks up, takes it a couple of metres forward, and Howlett puts his head down. The hard-working loose head prop.
He was like a pool noodle hitting the water there. Howlett just got contorted.
There he is again, that
Just
man.
going for it. Relentless.
Release now.
Pick and go.
Half a step. Advantage 5 offside.
Oh. The line is in sight. Tukapa. Away, and is it going to be Thomas Stokes? He's caught just abreast. Really, Tukapa to calm here. Not doing anything silly. Which is brought by some great defence from Stratford Eltham.
There's Dravitsky then. And Miles goes out the back to Neepkins. It's a long ball here to Wada Fata, who just slips over.
Turnover's good there.
It was a fair call, but we're back to the mark.
So we'll go back to the advantage. Jollins takes it quickly, the co-captain.
Ooh.
There's Mello, wrapped around the neck and pushed backwards. There's plenty of physicality in these
hefty.
Yeah, and these exchanges around the ruck. Perry.
This is rugby, folks. Oh, through the cheeks, and Lennox with the pace. He's beaten his man. He's got the weight. He's got that rubber line down the sideline. Oh, let him Lennox. He's going to do it. Is he not? Is he? Oh, is he what? And a great try.
Well, that's a real dagger for Tukapa against the runner play. But you give Adam Lennox an inch and he'll take a mile, and he did it there. Plenty of speed to burn. Tukapa hot on attack. It was the Carlos Spencer type ball, and it was a 14-point play. Tukapa would have been in at the other end.
Got caught on Corbin Portis' cheeks.
But instead, it was Adam Lennox who ran away 90 metres. And isn't he happy about it for his second try of the afternoon?
I think if I was you, I'd just have a word to you always about being disciplined down there.
That's
Leave me to it. I'll decide when it's over or not. Yeah.
Warwick's kids, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, good to see them out there loving it as well.
Oh, they're the water boys.
Bringing on the water.
Oh, that's quite cute. He's got a little bib.
Fastest guy in the set today.
Yeah, well, he's obviously taken up refereeing post his career, but he's probably got a career in commentary as well. As he said there, fastest player on the field, and indeed, perhaps the fastest player in Taranaki, I suspect, Adam Lennox. 14 tries this season. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Whether he'll sort of go to halfback as well in the second half. He's a man in that position who can be pretty good in the second half.
So Stratford Eltham then leading 22-7.
So a deluge, a lot of points really. Stratford leading here.
So just lost forward off the kickoff. Tukapa will get the feed at scrum time.
Let's go.
Change at halfback with Campbell Woodmass coming on for Tukapa for Roman Famasuli.
Nickname Mouse. To be fair, Mouse is better than being called Rat. Ooh.
Taplin then. He's well taken there. Got a bit of space on the outside for Tukapa. We will need a big last half hour to force their way into the Premier final at Yarrow Stadium next week.
No hands down, no.
Just Dale Bailey being an absolute pest at the background.
And Brendan Dent also making his way on. 124 caps, one of 3 Centurions for Tukapa. Brendan Dent. Miles is well taken there by Belly Nisa.
This Stratford Eltham forward pack have been doing a very good job today. See Stratford with the majority of possession. Quite a fast game, and
There's Farafara shows and goes back on the inside.
No! Get back. I'll tell you after.
There's Bailey
I've got
going
hands
in
on ground.
for the steal. But he's just got his hands on the ground, not supporting his body weight.
Sort of looked like his forehead was supporting his body weight. Another.
Mark's there.
So it looks like a couple of the victorious Tukapa Colts players there in the background after their Golden Point victory down in Stratford.
Cluffy.
So they'll be
Sorry,
going
spot card. Everyone
to
coming out
Yarrow
there.
Stadium next week.
No, a few of you. I just don't want hands on
Just
ground.
waiting to determine
I need positive play.
who's
positive
going to go
play.
through here. Stratford Eltham with their noses well in front at this stage.
Who's in? Who's out? Stay 2 then.
And the line out goes astray.
Hey.
It's a tough exit from down in the chairman's corner. But he's found touch. Of course, we get a good view of the crowd there, and it's a strong one.
Yeah,
Both
just make it.
in the makeshift
just hold
stand
stand,
and up on the deck.
Here's Mark.
I believe it's maximum capacity
One go.
today in
One
the
go.
stands. Be a few pads placed down. Avoid the splinters on the grandstand.
Tukapa then go to the rolling ball, but Stratford have come through the middle, and Alex Perry takes it off the side.
Heads off.
There's Brendan Dent, good man to bring off the bench, plenty of experience in Premier Rugby.
No, you've missed.
Travitsky then. He's going to roll his sleeves up in the number 2 jersey. Porteous
2 man,
will
1
take
man
it.
tackle.
There's Tukapa putting plenty of phases together. Stratford defence holding tight thus far.
Relentless attack. Slowly inching their way up in the 9th phase, and looking to find their way through.
You can't just slap it down. No.
He's-
Hey.
Good call
No,
from
get back.
Michael Mert.
Slapping the ball down. Hey, he's lifted it first. Slapping the ball down.
And so plenty
Just
of
wait, you have to
feedback
wait till they
there
tap their
from
shot, whatever you
both
want.
sides around the nature of that slap down.
20, 22. What do you want? Jolly, hold on. Can you come to me? What do you want? Scrum's called. Yeah. He's
So
just putting his boot
Tukapa
on.
go to their scrum.
Pack it down, boys.
I suspect Lawrence
Clean
Corlett,
out.
the scrum
Shush,
coach,
Jolly, let me
will
do
be
it.
happy with that
Then
one.
Clean out so good. You have your one shot and then you miss it. Over the. Just enough. Like, yeah. Just Jolly, leave
Dazed
it
and
with me, I'll go.
confused.
Hold on, we just got a boot going on.
So we head into the final quarter here at Sanders Park. Stratford Eltham leading
Time's on, lads.
22-7. A good smattering of fans up on the deck and around the sidelines.
And the Nick Hughes real estate, your friend in real estate. It looks packed. It looks like it's on an angle. Many punters.
Crouch!
Certainly capacity up there.
Sit!
We're in a crowd, Sammy, and you've got to stand right on the next guy,
Stay like that.
and you've
I'm going that side. Stay
touched.
like that.
You know, it's quite.
No.
But you want to watch the game. You've obviously got to watch the game.
Let's sort this out. We're going back to our old ways.
You're at the whim
Clean
of
your
just
boots.
movements of the crowd at that point, aren't you?
Hips, straight. Both hips straight. Let's go.
You know, like any concert where you've got to really make your space. Particular dance moves are important to sort of have in the bank to give yourself enough room to A, groove, and
Crouch!
B, enjoy yourself, and probably maybe
Bind!
the tall bloke in front of you, you know. Well, that's why the bowl's so good. It's on an angle.
The natural angle, yeah.
This
What
is from
great
a short
venue.
man's perspective in some way. Anyway, back to action. Oh, inside balled it. Jacob Neepkins.
And Stratford Eltham going for the steal at breakdown time, competing vigorously.
Good toughness from Tukapa to keep things alive and keep the hope alive, folks. It's not over.
Turned it over. And they put boot to ball. No one's home.
Good hits up play.
It's Miles back there.
Oh, what a steal back. Oh, so close. Obe Samante.
It's helter-skelter stuff here at Sanders Park.
Oh.
So Samate came from nowhere. It was nearly another length of the field effort there from Stratford Eltham.
That was like a goalie at the back passing to his other defender and just almost the hand of Zinedine Zidane gracefully.
Yeah. Hey, 20 minutes still. Let's go. Stratty, time's on.
So we've got a couple of other changes. It looks like William Butler on for Semisi Ballinisa, who had a strong game in the second row. We've also got Josh Hopkins on the park now at blindside flanker.
Hope Alex Perry's thighs are all right. And just dealing with a bit of cramp. Might need some gherkin juice.
There's Nawai then. He finds Samate, who goes out to Olsen. And the brace, the man who scored a brace, Tikoi Solomoni, puts a little kick in. And away he goes. And the ball beats everyone over the dead ball line.
He's having a tug. Now, you can't do that off the ball. So, Warwick Lemertz.
Hey, shush. Just leave it. Watch that. Yeah, here's Mark. Points called.
So they might, they opt for the points.
Good. Fluffy, I can talk now. Just when I'm making the call, just leave me to it. Yeah, no, they had a cover. $18. You've got 40 seconds.
Just an update in the other semi-final.
No, there's no time off. This is taking their time up.
We have Southern leading Coastal 36-17. So at this stage, both the third and fourth ranked teams are leading the two front runners in first and second spot.
Sorry, say that again just for me.
So Southern
Talking
leading
that corner.
Coastal 36-17.
Just as soon as you put your hands
So
on the ground, just take yourself out of
fourth placed Southern taking the lead there.
It's all happening, yeah.
Rahudu. So
Fascinating.
as we said at the start,
Oh.
there's nothing between these top four
23.
teams, and so it proves. Samate just putting that one
it. Tell me that
away.
when you can. Make sure you run
Now.
front, all in front. They're all in front. Stay behind the line.
Here we are in the caravan.
In the nice cardboard cutout corner. Sammy, good to be back in the caravan this week.
Yeah, good to have our production director, Shay, back on deck after a bout of COVID. So cheers, Shay, and hi to Rob over in Europe, who's holidaying over in Italy. So I hope you're enjoying your time over there, Rob.
He's got a fettuccine on over and enjoying this game from Italy.
And so a double turnover. See Stratford Eltham with ball back in hand. And Lennox in a bit of space. He finds Coop.
Oh!
Release now. No, Jolly, leave it. Yeah.
So a try here would really put the cat amongst the pigeons for Stratford Eltham. And And Nawai puts a little kick in, and it's a probing one. Ratamai Tavuki Neepkins goes back, and it's
Hold, Tukapa.
the two speed merchants going at it back there.
You're good now.
And another speed. Speaking of speed merchants, Adam Lennox at the back.
He's a mercenary. That's what he is.
Yep. 2 tries each to Lennox and Tikoi Solomoni
Oh,
for Stratford Eltham.
Turnover's good.
And 1 to Wada Fada Fada. So it's been all tries to outside backs so far today. Such is the nature of the conditions. Corbin Porteous.
Release the strip's good.
Ball spits out the back like a pinball, and Neepkins puts a little chip kick in.
pop and drop. Oh, back over to Porteous. Oh, and he's caught a straight. Finds another man. To Leve. Back to Fada Fada.
Turnover's good. Left. Stay.
Frantic stuff. Tukapa looking. Then they turned over. Now we're going to scrum on the 22.
Frantic stuff. Well, Mason Porteous was nearly away there. He just got the ankle tap.
Gosh, I'm just sweating while watching. This is just brilliant.
You're right. Nah, he's not part of it. Yeah, time's on. Let's go.
Great entertainment as we head into the final 15 minutes here at Sanders Park.
Oh!
They go back against the grain, but it's just lost
No
forward there.
hands, no hands.
Just like your steak, you've got to cut it
Run it
across the
over!
grain.
And it's a good kick.
You don't want to sand across the grain either, Sammy. Just if you're sanding
Good to
floors
know.
and you're not just with the grain. That's better for the timber.
I'll make sure I do that when I'm sanding my bats in the future. Joey?
What do we got?
Your bats.
Advantage.
Your
Knock on.
bats. What? Just Leve. I wouldn't want to tackle him either. He's just doing his job as he's coming off the bench. And the Stratford Beehive Horn is still holding its efforts.
Yeah, Stratford Eltham defence has been impeccable.
No hands now. No. Leave it. Nah.
Coming out and in, that rush defence. Although that creates a bit of space out here for Taplin on this occasion, but he's bundled out there by Lennox.
Touch. Hey. Don't matter. Subs coming.
I know what a bundle of sticks is called, but I'm not sure what a bundle of players is called. The term for that. Maybe that's a ruck.
3 black.
Now,
3 black.
I believe that's the halfway mark, and Harry Hansen has to throw it into his player who's got to get it back, and they've got to score. And I think that they could do that. And also, Tukapa could win it back here.
Time's not on. We all good there. Wait. Wait.
So we'll get a good view of it straight down the line here. Harry Hansen.
Give me a rest too.
G'day, DJ Dan. He's just coming to the box. How are you, man?
Yeah, good. How you guys? All right.
It's nice to see
Stay,
you.
stay.
What are your thoughts on today?
Kissick goes back on the inside. Tikoi
Good.
Solomoni just loses it in contact. And Stratford
Play on.
Eltham
Don't play
coming
it.
through
19.
like a
Counter-ruck's good.
swarm of pack rolling over the ball.
Oh,
It's picked up though by Fada Fada and Stokes.
Advantage.
I'm
Not
gonna release the tackle, roll over.
Nah, not rolling.
And Jollins, the captain, carts it up. Ratamai Tavuki Neepkins straightens things up. Brendan Dent, the 124 cap veteran. As Woodmass goes for the show and go, but the Stratford Eltham defence not buying it.
Relentless defence from
Advantage.
Stratford
Not
Eltham.
rolling. Hold here. New advantage.
As there's a bit of space on the far side. Taplin. They Come back this way, Henry Miles.
Oh,
Who said that? Not rolling. Number 6.
really got to do
Just
something
wrong way.
different here too, Copper, because
If you come this way,
Stratford's
you'll be all right.
defence has just been able to disentangle any lines that have been caught, any hooks they have been able to disentangle.
So Porteous goes deep into the corner. You suspect it's now or never for Tukapa, moving into the last 10 minutes and needing to score 3 times.
Hey,
Now or never, as they say.
don't come up too early, Harry. If you come up too early, just drop back.
And over the top.
So Hansen picks that up. And going back there is Thomas Stokes. And Clough gets over the ball,
I can't. You can't.
but he's
He's
just
in
a
the
bit
way.
too eager. And Wata Whara takes it quickly. And there's a bit of space out there on the far side. Miles looking to exploit it. And he finds Josh Hopkins. He does a good job. Strong run there. The reserve flanker. There's Olive Lam-Ewan out of St. Peter's College. Porteous, he's been tireless carting the ball up today. Corbin Porteous. There's Ratamai Tavuki Neepkins. He's well looked after there. Or
Oh,
maybe
is he
not.
going to do it? Oh, he does! Rolling over. Pull the sheets over the bed and
Because he kept running.
be warm. He's done it, and it's fabulous.
9. 9.
They don't teach you that in rugby school. That's impressive. Whoa. That was like some obstacle course sort of stuff.
Well, I thought they had him locked up, but he managed to wriggle away, and we see why. He scored 8 tries for the Highlanders this season, Jacob Ratamai Tavuki Neepkins. And it means that our 6 tries scored today, all by outside backs.
Cluffy.
And the forwards are doing all the work. No.
Cluffy.
It's been...
Cluffy. 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 Come here.
And
And
so
he's missed it.
the kick goes astray.
Crucial
Getting
points.
Way too much chat now. Way too much. Let me referee. Oh, no. Your boys need to
Straight
move
up.
quicker to let me allow you to give you the penalty. No. But I'm getting everyone at me now. You guys were good in the first half. I don't want any more.
Bit of yip and yap from... I'm sure they've probably played against each other as well. Rock Lamerd and Nathan Clough. He's gone high. Eyes in the sun. Oh, ball's gone astray. Back to Stratford Eltham. As Daniel Bishop saves the ball.
So Stratford Eltham
Use it.
get
Use
the
it.
ball back from that kickoff. Kissick, the veteran.
All over Red Rover down the coast. 22-36 to Southern over Coastal. So the winner of this game will face Southern
no,
at
hands up.
Yarrows Stadium next week. I think so. As the lights of Yarrows Stadium in the distance, that is the destination for the winner of this
Make sure they stay.
game.
No.
And
Right now.
we've got a couple of
Hey,
minutes to
don't hold
spare.
it.
Stratford
Don't
Eltham
hold it.
holding the Pilfred,
No, he's not
parking the
leaving.
bus.
You're not-
So Stratford Eltham just looking to retain the ball here. And they find a bit of space out on the far side. That man Lennox. And he finds Tikoi Solomoni,
Oh, and he's over.
who dots down for his hat-trick. And that should seal it, you would think, for Stratford Eltham. Vinariki Tikoi Solomoni going over in the far corner for his hat-trick.
And he's known as a brilliant finisher, and he has finished. And the bridge has just gotten a little bit further for Tukapa. Stratford, just an all-round performance today. They've just been that good.
Yeah, they've been
good
impressive.
enough.
Pounced on anything loose. A couple of long-range tries and a couple of well-worked tries out wide. 2 to Lennox, 3 to Tikoi Solomoni.
Just keep working, lads. We've got
It's like
5 minutes.
a pack of wolves in the
Keep working hard. If you see me lagging, just tell me to work hard.
And it's looking like it will
Colombian
be
desert.
the Battle of the South next
Well,
weekend.
there's 5 minutes, Sam. And I'd like to be optimistic. And you try to be optimistic at times. But maybe too optimistic. I don't know. There is always hope when there is hope. And I'm going to hold hope. But we're also diplomatic, I hope.
Yep, putting my neutral cap on here, Joe, as we try and do.
Nah.
I think using
He's missed that.
dose of realism.
Oh, bugger, he's missed that.
Yep, just make it. 11.
Shit,
11.
he's missed.
Yeah. 5, 4.
So the final 5 minutes, Stratford Eltham leading 27-12.
I'll stop time for you. I'll stop time for you.
Even a bit of a switch play here from the exhibitionist Mason Porteous.
Nah.
The veteran Lagan Kumiroa, 155 caps
Here
for
it is.
Tukapa, coming on
Play
the
on.
Oh, that's done it.
Play! Let's hit the
Play
line.
on. Bounce of the
Hit
oval
the line.
rubber ball.
Could that be the moment that sparks Tukapa into action in this final stanza?
Move!
Bugger. That's awesome from Stratford. Dave
You need one from each team.
secured the ruck penalty.
I don't know who it was. I don't know your names.
Yep, you can see the jubilation on the Stratford Eltham
Let's go, boys.
faces,
Let's go.
knowing how important that turnover is.
They look happy, don't they? Happy to finish this game. Yep, that is just brilliant from Stratford.
Bind!
And probably the first time in years that,
Too tight.
well, Stratford Eltham,
That was,
was it 2 years ago in the final?
Yeah, last year, beaten in
Last
extra
year,
time
that's right.
by New Plymouth Old Boys, and so they'll be going back to the big dance.
Go.
The men from
Well, there's always time, Sammy.
Crouch!
77 minutes on the clock. You never know. But it's maybe looking like it could be the case.
Yeah, well, it'll have to be something remarkable to stop it, you would think.
You know what Grant Elliott did in the World Cup? He did a brilliant job. But
Hold. Yeah, keep going back.
So Porteous
Yeah.
puts a good kick in,
Backwards.
but back there is Obe Samate. He looks to run the
Oh.
ball. And there's a bit of space out here on the near side. Goes Blake Christie out of Francis Douglas.
good on you, Blake. And just like a pack of Hunterways,
Release now. Release.
just continuing. Like a pack of Great Danes, originally bred to hunt down lions, I believe. I think it's Great Danes, yeah. That's how Stratford has been today from my view. I don't know if that's relevant, but just relentless,
Come this
really,
way,
eh,
come this
Sam?
way.
Yep,
Don't
they've
follow
hunted
me.
as a pack, have Stratford
Balls
Eltham.
there. Balls right there.
And you would think deserved victors. This is a bit of back and forth between the two forwards
Against
there.
Red.
And it's not like Tukapa haven't brought their A game. Oh, there's a little bit
Wait,
of a
boys, play on.
smolder.
Hey.
Bit of stuff happening off ball there.
Oi!
Ah,
Time's off.
As Lemur says time
No,
off.
Get back, get back.
So
now he'll
Go back. No. Go back.
look like he was giving him a nipple gripple.
There you go, guys. Move back, boys. Move back. 10 metres, please. Go, oi, Stratford, Cluffy, take
he's done a fine job today, Warwick Lemur. He's let the game be free flowing.
Five white. Yeah. Through 2 punches and had him in the chest.
Okay. All right.
I think my rose-tinted glasses have now been wearing off, Sammy.
Captain.
Well, 30 seconds on the clock. There is still hope, but
We've got half a minute left.
half a minute left. There you
Your five's
go.
throwing a couple of pushes / punches to a chest. I don't need this stuff now this time of the game. Okay, don't make me go to my pocket. So have a talk to the boys. I don't need your boys to retaliate. Okay?
Leave that to
No. It's
after
okay.
the game while they're having a nail together.
It was your boys started it, and you boys retaliate. Go over ward to your players. We're going to start with the
So
scrum.
let's
Start with the
hope we can finish on the right foot here at Sanders
Have
Park.
it. Jollies, have a word to him.
30 seconds to go.
And they need to have that word for those 30 seconds so that they can
No, we don't need it. We don't need it.
know that
Hey,
they could get a card.
still got a minute.
Is that right?
I think that was the message from Warwick Lemur. As I said, he's done a fine job today with the whistle. So Tukapa then, they've had a fine season. After those 3 early losses, 9 wins on the bounce. Although it doesn't look like they'll have enough to get through today. Stratford Eltham. They'll be going to their second straight final. This time against their southern friends from Hara. They've been one of the form sides all season. 9 wins, 3 losses.
Hands off, Jollies.
Of course, it'll be a huge
still got
moment
30 seconds.
for the townships of Stratford and Eltham. Last title back in 1991. But they do hold a record 24 Taranaki Premier titles. And Leone Nawai says that'll do us. Stratford Eltham deservedly staking their place in the final next week at Yarrow Stadium.
Stratford Eltham, exclamation mark. They have taken it out. And they will join Southern in the final next week.
Yeah, a fine performance highlighted by a hat-trick to Venariki Tikoi Solomoni
They,
and a brace to Adam Lennox, the competition's leading try scorer. Both Taranaki representatives showing their class here today at Sanders Park, as we'll go through quickly to the highlights.
I can't really remember this try because it was so long ago, but anyway. Well, that's right. Out to Rocky Olsen, Tukoi Maloney, drops in the corner.
And Tukapa struck back. It was a bit of a bounce of the ball type moment. Gilmore put the kick in and it bounced up nicely for the quick reacting Wata Whara, who broke a few tackles as he's done all season. His first one here at Tukapa, his first season here and going under the bar.
And brilliant work from Lennox. Gareth Davies used for something like that. And
Into the second half, it was Tikoi Solomoni who broke them open. 70-metre run, show and go, and they won't catch him. Venariki Tikoi Solomoni with his second for the day, just after the halftime break. Tukapa hot on attack. And this was really against the run of play. Adam Lennox, now he ran 90 metres, not to be shown up by his mate Tikoi Solomoni. And he's got plenty of speed to burn, making it a brace for him. Tukapa tried to force their way back late, gave themselves a chance. Jacob Ratamaitavuki Neepkins, you thought he was down, but he certainly wasn't out. He got back up, finished off the try nicely, and gave Tukapa a sniff late in the match.
bit of a pig dog.
But that was snuffed out when Venariki Tikoi Solomoni went through, and it was nicely worked. Lennox and Tikoi Solomoni causing danger all game, and he dotted down for his hat-trick in the right-hand corner, sending Stratford Eltham through to their second consecutive final at Yarrow Stadium next week, where they'll meet Southern. It's been a pleasure bringing you coverage here from Sanders Park today, Joe.
Now it's time for Tukapa to just own being an absolute loser. And that's something that you can try and do. And congratulations to Stratford.
Yep, congratulations to Stratford Eltham, and all the best next week in the CMK Chartered Accountants Premier Final. The victors today, 27-12 over Tukapa. Cheers.
Thank you to Shay, Dog, and who's the camera?
And Connor Dudley.
Connor Dudley, young bloke, good man, doing great jobs up there. And as we want you to have a good afternoon, thank you. Cheers, Sam.
This live stream is sponsored by PSL, Sound, Light and Stage.